purchased all my product from Renogy as the vendor and including their cables. I'll leave a bunch of links in there. You'll see everything that'll help you out and enjoy.
So for the solar, I'm taking the luggage rack, and these are those hinges. What I'm going to do is remove the Go Westy luggage cleats that I've already installed, and I'm removing these. Since really we won't be using them, this will be primarily for the solar, and I'm going to repurpose each one of these to hold this guy right here. And then to line up the holes, I'm not going to drill into the luggage rack. Instead, I'm going to realign the holes with my drill, because these actually, it's not super thick metal, so that should be pretty easy to do. All right, so I finished drilling the holes, so this way I don't have to drill into the luggage rack, and it fits perfectly. So I'll attach these and then put the other piece up there, and then find out where that aligns in the solar panel itself. So I'll get these installed, a total of 4. You can see I removed the cleats, and I'm reusing the screws from the Go Westy kit. The other thing to keep in mind is when you mount these, when you open your tent, you're going to want these brackets positioned this way. As you can see over here, you can't access them. So make sure you install them in the correct orientation. Makes it nicer all the way around. And if you want to remove it completely, like I said, you can easily pull it out and just use it as a luggage rack, and you can just have the quick release right there. Then I added little screens for all of these so that you don't get a bunch of debris, because when I first bought this thing and did this project and removed this, man, there was a ton of debris under there. So I definitely recommend just putting some of these screens. These were like little coffee filter things on Amazon. I'll try to find that again and put that on my link. And then I just hot glued them from underneath. So that worked out really well. And obviously I didn't put one over there, but all of the main holes that originally it came with, you can see, are installed, and that's protected. So give you a little bit more, and this just easily flexes and bends. And I just put a little bit of a lubricant just now because it had been a while for these brackets. But it's well secured, very secure, nothing crazy. Let you see how that works. Down.
Okay.
And now these can come on. There you go. Oh, then there's this. Hang on, I'm gonna do this too. And you can slide that guy off. That's it. And All right, and here's the final install. You can see the solar panel up top here. Of course, you can also notice the paint color has changed, but there's the solar panel. Here are the new hinges. You can see I removed all the cleats. I have the cable connected underneath, and it goes through this drain hole, so I didn't have to drill anything. And then mine comes and tucks down into the rain gutter here and rides along the entire way, loops down, and then goes into the hole that was pre-drilled. Again, mine originally came with air conditioning, so I don't know if everybody has that pre-drilled hole, but that's where mine goes in. It doesn't make any wind noise or anything, and it's quite subtle. I think it doesn't really detract too much. Now, the other installs I've seen are where they tuck it underneath this guy. So instead of it coming out here, they have it going down underneath and then through the tent and along the inside. But I just didn't want to, in order to do that, you have to actually go underneath this rail. Otherwise, you have to go through your tent, which would make a hole in your tent. Going under here, you kind of bend the railing, aluminum railing, and I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to disrupt the overall design of that. So it does poke through. I can show you here because I don't have anything in it anymore. You can see it comes through there and down. Then it rides underneath here. You can see it. Yeah, there it is. Now I could have it go a little cleaner so it's maybe under there, but I just didn't get around to doing that. You'll find you have to kind of pick your poisons on so many different things you can work on. So then if we go through here, you can see I have the electrical. So that is that's not a lithium battery yet. Plan on getting that eventually. This is just a flood acid battery. And then my solar, you can see it drops down here. So the 20 foot gets you to right about here. From there, I have, excuse me, wow, there's a lot of extra cable. So the 20 foot is perfect to getting you to here. Then, I bought extra cable, which is really to get into this guy. So I didn't have to cut special cables. And if you're wondering what type of Renogy box I bought, this is it. Anywho, if you follow the directions, I had my mechanic actually install this because I had so much going on at the time. But you could do it yourself. There's ways to do it yourself. And then mine goes through these pre-existing holes here. The recommended is to put a fuse in between. So I've got the fuse. There's one here. And part of it goes to the engine. If we get down here, I could show you the rest of the... So the battery, for those that know, are under the passenger seat. There are holes already to allow you to access it. But what he did is he ran the wires on the outside. And here I have a fuse as well. He ran it down along the side, and then you've got the alternator. It's connected to the alternator and the battery. The other thing I wanted to show you is what this does. So that is the type of battery you have. So the flood acid, this changes different colors depending on how you do the switching. This tells you the condition of the batteries. This is telling you it's pulling from solar. So that's working. I'll show you when I start up the car, the alternator light will come on and it'll show you that it's running off the alternator. So it can run off the alternator or solar or both. What the system is doing is it's making sure that the car battery always has power. That's the priority. Secondary is charging your house battery. So if for whatever reason I was completely dead on the car or the primary engine battery, it would pull power from the sun or from this battery here and make sure I could always start the car. So it's awesome for camping. The other thing that you can do, so not only can you have it run into this guy, but if I disconnect it here, then this still will run off the alternator, not solar, right? I'm disconnecting solar, and I can connect the solar into a separate, which I have for camping, a separate battery pack, so I can be charging that battery pack for all of my cell phone, laptop, and those types of items. Overall, super cool. Highly recommend it. Eventually, lithium battery in here will be the ultimate to give me the most bang for the buck. But very happy with the way it turned out. And again, there's no wind noise or anything from even the top. It's pretty low profile. One last thing I'll show you is that I can tilt because it is on the hinges. There, so when you're at a campsite, I just have a temporary screwdriver here, but you could put a longer stick or a metal support rod, and then that allows you to tilt it towards the sun. And both sides, because of those clamps, you actually could fully remove it from there if you wanted to. So it's kind of cool. I like the way that works. That's it. That's my solar install. Hope this helps you. And happy camping, everybody.